Hey, what's up guys, my name is Anshul and today in this video let us quickly take a look at this X level case that I just got in my studio, and this is again from the brand, I think so it is Super Lab. This is how the packaging of this thing looks like, but the thing is that I got an email from this company that is Youngkit and they wanted me to make a review video about this case. But the thing is that when this brand approached me, I was more of like thinking of this Youngkit brand because this is a very good brand in China and you can just visit their website and you would be able to see a lot of good cases from this brand. It is more targeted to the audience like the TikTokers or the YouTubers or all the young people who would just want to have a crazy good case in the market. But when these people reached out to me, they wanted me to review this particular case from X level, and my thinking is that it might be a sister brand of this brand Youngkit, or I just do not know that what is happening behind the scenes. I tried to ask, but I just wanted to make this video for you because at the first appeal I thought so that it is a very good case because I saw a few reviews. Might be a few of those reviews would be paid as well, but this is again not a paid review because Youngkit or this brand X level Super Lab, they did not pay me anything for this particular product that I have in my studio. So yes, everything would be very transparent, and this is how the box of this thing it looks like. I already unboxed this thing, so do not get fooled by this tape as you see on the front of this thing because I've took out everything from this side of this box. And as you can see, once you open this thing, you get quite a few things in this box, and I think so that this costs about 27 to I think so it is about 30 US dollars or something, or somewhere anywhere that is between this price. And for this price I genuinely think so that this is a very good case. So once you open this box, you get to see this screen protector. As you can see, it is a transparent one with no black borders. So yes, here you have the screen protector, and also you have got a cleaning kit so that you can wipe off the screen of your smartphone before you can put the screen guard. So yes, I think so that the packaging of this thing is really good, and I love the simplicity of this packaging box. As we can see in this video, I think so they just nailed it in the packaging. I have seen a few packaging from some other brands like Rinky, but I love the way that this one is in this video. So yes, I think so the packaging of this thing is really good. But coming on to the main thing of this video, let us review this case. As you can see in this burgundy color, and I again genuinely I was surprised to see this case because I was not expecting a lot out of this case from a brand that is not really known to me. Now the thing is that this is a combination between what you really get with the Apple silicone cases, the ones that you used to get in the past, and also you can see that it has got a few design elements from the brand case that is Taurus. Now as you can see on the back, you have got this metallic ring in again the burgundy color, but once you pull this thing off, you can see that this thing is a very tactile one. And also, as this is the thing that is just like the Taurus cases, you can rotate this thing in pretty much every angle. That is a 360-degree rotation on this case, as you can see, and the click on this case is a very good one as well. And when you put this thing in a horizontal mode or a vertical mode, it would just not fall off, and the hinge over here is a pretty stiff one. And I think so that you can hear the sound of this thing just rotating. So yes, I think so that it is a very tactile feel, which is something that I really loved about this case. And also one thing that I've noticed that is very common with a few cases that you see with iPhone 16 Pro Max, that there is no separate button for this camera control button, which is again one thing that I do not mind because I think so that these buttons can sometimes be a bit more finicky. And as you can see that I have got this one from this, I think so that this is the UB Max series case, and it has got this button as well, but sometimes it does hinder the performance of this button itself because a lot of time I'm not able to control the sensitivity of this camera control button, as you can see. So I would any day take this kind of design over something like a button that is embedded into the smartphone case. But one thing that I do not like is that this camera control button, this cutoff is a bit more finicky, and I think so that these people could have done a bit more better job to make this thing a bit more stiffer. But I will give it to X level for making these cutouts on the bottom of this device. As you can see, it is just not a single cut, but there is this silicone on the bottom, and inside of that you can see that there are separate holes for the microphone and the speaker, as you can see, which is great as well. And now to the buttons and the layers on this thing. As you can see, again these are the silicone buttons with the plastic on the other end, which is not a bad thing. And the same thing is with this button. The buttons are really tactile on this case, which is amazing. But also one another thing that I noticed is that this a rotating dial on the back that is again a kickoff stand on this smartphone. It does not really hinder the way that the smartphone is from inside, because there is a velcro cover on the back of this thing. So when you will rotate the dial on this case, it will not affect anything on this back of this smartphone, which is amazing as well. And again, as I said, the velcro that is on this case is not a very bad one. It is a bit, I would say, a hard texture, but not too hard in my opinion, and I think so that it would just last a bit more better than a lot of other ones with a soft one. Now, one another thing that I liked about this case is the way that the magnets are there on this magnetic ring. So yes, this is also something that doubles as a magnetic charger or maybe a magnetic MagSafe accessory. As you can see in this video, I have got this one from Apple, and I can just simply put this thing on the back, and the magnets on this thing is really strong, and as you can see, it just does not fall off at all. So something that I just like about this case as well is the strength of the magnet on this smartphone. But I generally think so that this metal ring, it would fade off with time, or it would start to show the silver metal that is behind this thing for sure. But I genuinely think so that this magnetic ring is of a high quality, and whether you are trying to use this thing as a vertical mode, as just like this thing, or as a horizontal mode, you can just rotate it in the horizontal mode and it will just do the job done, and it does not bend by itself. So yes, I think so that the mechanism is super tight, and something that I just loved about this case, and it does give me again the vibes of the Taurus case that has got this similar functionality as well. And also we have got some airbags on each corner as the company suggests. Now I do not have any way to test this thing other than ripping this thing apart, which is not something that I do. So yes, maybe this is a thing that Cherry Rig or someone else can do for you guys, but I think so that it is genuinely of a very high quality. And now one last thing that I want to mention is that the in-hand feel of this case is a very good one. It is very similar to what you really get on the Apple cases. As I just said before, it is a mixture of what an Apple silicone case used to be, and exactly at the same time it has got a few elements of the Taurus case as well. And also I think so that these bezels are perfectly raised to the point where it would not impact the display of this smartphone whatsoever. And even if you drop this smartphone, I just have got some confidence in the way that these bezels are being raised, and it just curves around to the edges of this smartphone. So yes, I would say that this is a very good case in my opinion. But yes, this is not a paid review, and if you just like this case, I think so for about 26 to 27 US dollar, it is a very good case, and this is something that I do really recommend to the people who are on a budget and who do not want to spend some extra money on the brands like D brands, or maybe even some other brands like UAG that are in the market. That was all about this video. My name is Anshul. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.